Hey, what's up, family? Ramone Preston here, founder and president of Ramone Preston University, the #1 platform for ministry and marketplace training, and the home of, the world-class blueprint game plans. You got to get one in your hand if you want to change and transform your economic life. Anyway, outside of all that, I want to answer a question because a lot of people respond to me and give me feedback, especially on social platforms, about me talking concerning the concept of the holding company. I use that word a lot, concept of holding company. Why do I use that? Because number one, the holding company has to be understood as a concept even more than it being understood as a legal entity. Because first and foremost, a holding company is not a legal entity. A legal entity is an LLC, a partnership, a S Corp, a C Corp. It is a legal entity that you file with the Secretary of State. So you're not going to go to any Secretary of State website portal to start a business and you're going to start a holding company like you start a LLC. Your holding company is going to be filed as an LLC. You may categorize it as a holding company. You may be able to put a provisional option in that filing paperwork, or you may be able to use the language of what the purpose of that LLC or that C Corp or S Corp is in your operating agreement, but you're not filing legal paperwork for a holding company as if it's a legal entity. I've already answered that question, but I'm bringing it up because the idea of concept, or the language that I use when I say the concept of a holding company, simply describes and defines how you run the LLC, how you run the S Corp, how you run the C Corp, how you run the partnership, how you run the legal entity on a day-to-day basis. So when you think about the day-to-day operations of that legal entity, you want to run the day-to-day operations of that legal entity through the concept of a holding company. And so when you get into the nuts and bolts of the concept, now you understand, oh, this LLC, this legal entity that I'm calling a holding company, is being operated from a concept that I have educated myself about on how to run the day-to-day operations. And the concept allows me to understand that this legal entity is designed, it is structured, and it has a purpose to hold other companies, to hold other assets, to hold intellectual property. That's what the purpose and the concept of this company is designed and built around. And so now that I understand the concept, my day-to-day activities in running this holding company are for me to find opportunities to start other operating businesses, to invest in other businesses, to create intellectual property or copyrights or trademarks that my holding company can actually hold, which means I'm using a concept through this legal business system. So that's my version of what the concept of a holding company is.